let me turn my microphone on here. Good morning, beautiful hearts. How is everyone? Good. Hey, I want to kick things off this morning with a couple of quick announcements, just to let you know that due to some last-minute circumstances, there won't be any snacks after the service today, so you'll just have to chat without a cookie in your hand. But you can get coffee. I believe there's coffee back there. Secondly, if you're interested in becoming a member of Unity Greenville, or you just want more information about Unity in general, I invite you to join us for our new member orientation next Monday, the 8th, at 6:30 by Zoom, and you can get your answers questioned or your questions answered, whichever the case may be. And you can sign up on the website, or there's also a clipboard on the back table that you can jot your email down on so that we can send you a link for that since it is via Zoom. Next, join Reverend James as he facilitates a 3-part series on the 3 levels of consciousness. It's called Metaphysics
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. And that's going to start on Wednesday, May 10th, and it'll be the 17th and the 24th. This is also another Zoom class, specially tailored for you that are watching us from home. And you can sign up on the website for this one as well so that we can get your email. The Unity online auction begins tomorrow. Woo, have you heard about this? Oh man, I know all about it because I have been working on all of the computer stuff for it, and I'm about auctioned out, honestly, y'all. But it starts tomorrow, and you can go to the website in the morning, and there will be an auction button on the front page that will take you to a page of about 20 or so items that you can bid on. We're doing this as a test run, okay? So if this goes really well and we iron out any kinks, we will do it again in the future, and we will have more items on there to choose from. But for now, we're just starting with this small amount. When you're taken to the page, you will be asked to register, and when you register, you will get a passcode that will allow you to get into the page so that you can bid on items. Are you excited? I'm excited because...
What kind of items are there?
I'm getting ready to tell you, because there is a 3-day, 2-night stay at a lake house on there. There are massages and body work and energy work sessions on there. There are handcrafted cutting boards and chess checker boards from our own Ron Sinchuk, in-house woodworker. There's some essential oil items on there. There's lots of nice, really good stuff on there. So anyway, tomorrow morning, I encourage you to hop on there, get yourself registered, take a look, and let the bidding begin. Have fun with it. We're going to run it for 3 weeks, and we hope you all enjoy it. And just remember that everything you bid is just straight into the church's funds, so we appreciate that. Keep checking back to see how your bid's going, and hey, don't let anyone outbid you. Don't let anyone outbid you.
That's right.
All right, now let's just take a nice breath. It's always nice to start our time together with a little laughter, a little levity. There's too much seriousness in the world right now. We can all use a little laughter, a little humor, a little lightheartedness, right? Things are serious, but we can't get too serious, right? So today's daily word is all about simplicity. And if you would like to say with me together the affirmation, I pause to appreciate life's simplest blessings. Sometimes we forget the simple things, don't we? Today, I give thanks for the simplest blessings, the small things that bring a smile to my lips and a warm feeling to my heart. A hug from a friend, a cuddle from a grandchild, or stroking the soft fur of a beloved pet fills my awareness with love. The sudden lift I get seeing a favorite person's handwriting in the mail, or the thrill of spotting a rainbow after a cleansing rain shower, spark lasting happiness in my heart. These things and more remind me that true contentment is found in life's smallest moments, the everyday treasures that comprise daily life and draw me close to God. I focus on these simple blessings and grow in gratitude for my life's many gifts. It's always amazing to me how much the daily word syncs up with our message for the day, because today's message is all about gratitude. So Psalms 144:15 reminds us, happy are the people to whom such blessings fall. Happy are the people whose God is the Lord. So take a breath of that. And today we make a commitment to just focus on the simple blessings that we experience in every moment. And we say thank you, God. And Reverend James, you got it.
All right, good morning, everybody. How are you? Let's all stand together. Let's act like we're friendly and greet someone and welcome them. Tell them how glad you are to see them. Barbara. Yes, I know. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. No. Let's not overdo it now. No. Hey, it's good to see you this morning. Are you ready to sing? We're so glad to be together in unity. We're so glad you're here. We're so glad you're here. We're so glad to be together in unity. We're so glad you're here. We're so glad you're here. Come on in as we gather for a while. Let's give a hug and share a smile. Come on in and meet a friend and be accepted as you are. Oh, we're so glad to be together in unity. So glad you're here. We're so glad you're here. So glad to be together in unity. We're so glad you're here. We're so glad you're here. We're so glad to be together in unity. Say with me, all right. Yeah. All right, give somebody a fist bump before you're seated. Okay. Do we have any children here? We're going to invite the children to come on down front. Very good. All right. Fantastic. You guys are looking good. God is, and I am. I create. I pray, and I act. On the truth that I know. God is, and I am. I create. I pray, and I act. On the truth that I know. There is only one God. There is only one love. All right, let's give him a hand this morning. Hey, we love you. We bless you. We behold the Christ in you. We appreciate you, and we bless your teachers too. All right. Beautiful.
Do you remember being that small?
Yes.
I know there's a part of me that does. A part of me feels pretty far removed from it, but there's a part of me that does. It's good to get in touch with that childlike energy every once in a while. Hey, we are blessed this morning. You are here on a very special Sunday because we happen to be blessed with the presence of Reverend Karen Patrick this morning. So Reverend Karen is an ordained Unity minister, a retired private practice therapist, and a Buddhist meditation teacher. She teaches methods that heals the illusion of separation between self, other, and the divine. Now, where have you heard that before? Right? And today her primary interest is becoming the person that her dog already thinks she is. So please welcome Reverend Karen Patrick.
Thank you, Unity of Greenville. How wonderful to be with you this morning. I want to start with some affirmations. So would you repeat after me? I am blessed. I am blessed. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am grateful. I am blessed, and I am a blessing in the world. I am blessed, and I am a blessing in the world. Do you feel that kind of sense of joy as you say that? Maybe a little bit of exhale, kind of that body smile. That's what gratitude does. And counting our blessings, being aware of our blessings. You know, we want to have that consciousness of gratitude 24/7, all the time. Is there anybody in here that lives in a gratitude all the time? If you are, I'm going to hand you the mic. I sure don't, but that's okay. We're not here to be perfect people. We're here to practice the great perfection. So, we have methods that help us all the time to experience gratitude, to experience thankfulness. And we can help ourselves, our children, our family involved with that gratitude practice. And God as life. Wouldn't that be wonderful to always see God as life? God is and I am. Whew. If we just can realize that, embody that, what a wonderful world we would have. So we have definitions of gratitude. Gratitude oftentimes is connected to appreciation, blessings. People use those interchangeably. Scientists link gratitude and happiness. There are happiness studies and they're always asking this question: are we happy because we're grateful, or are we grateful because we're happy? They might mess that up all the way around, but there's always a link between gratitude and happiness. Being grateful is innate. Being grateful is already a part of us. Myrtle Fillmore, one of the founders of Unity, you know, she was a very petite little lady, but man, she was really powerful. She was an up-in-your-face kind of person. And she would just say it. No matter what she was talking about, she just let it rip. She said, gratitude is a soul blessing. It is already a part of us. It is a soul quality. And that we must be aware of our blessings in our lives and our lives as a blessing. And that is sowing seeds. It's sowing seeds so the consciousness of gratitude can grow within us. We really do reap what we sow. Let me tell you a story. I recently moved to Asheville area. I moved to Fairview, but we lived many years in Indianapolis. And I had this little flower bed out in front. And I love my little flower bed. I'm a kind of gardener that works with the soil. I like to have it really loose, really rich, lots of worms. And I really had planted these wonderful perennials that would come up and they would be pollinators, for pollinators to come and bless the rest of the world. And every year, I always put this little area in seeds, just lasting color, something different. And one year, I was going to Unity Village for 2 weeks, and it was in the middle of summer. So I asked my dear husband, Mark, would you take over watering? Even though these were drought-tolerant plants, that kind of weather, they need a lot. So he said, sure, I'll do it. Well, one night, right before I came home, he says, Karen, we need to talk. If you've ever been in partnership, you know exactly, you don't want to hear that. He said, "No, Karen, your rest of your plants are doing great. And I'm out there every night. I'm watering those, but you know that area where you always put the seeds? There's nothing coming up." And I said, "Honey," that's the other word we don't want to hear, right? "Honey, nothing is coming up because this year I knew I was going to be away and I didn't plant any seeds." Metaphysically, the soil means consciousness, and the seeds are our words, our thoughts, our actions. In the parable of Jesus, he talked a lot about the soil and the good seeds, and I see it like this. The soil is our open-mindedness. When we have good soil, very loose, we're able to include other people, other experiences, when it's really rich. And those good seeds are our thoughts, our words, our actions that we put into the good seed of our lives, into our mind. But if you're hard-hearted and you haven't done your forgiveness work, and you got a lot of blocks, that's that rocky soil. And you can throw as many good seeds on out there as you want, and it's just going to be bird food, because it won't go in. It's our ability to open our mind and love one another. And you know what? I know everyone in this room has it, or you wouldn't be sitting here. There's a lot of things to do on a Sunday morning, but you're here. So I know you have that open, rich consciousness. Myrtle says that blessings imparts the quickening spiritual power that produces growth and increase. Now I'm going to do that again. Blessings impart the quickening spiritual power that produces growth and increase. Before every miracle, Jesus would give thanks to God. Why did Jesus do that? Jesus didn't teach us what to think. He taught us as a great example how to do. So it's this vitality that we receive when we work in gratitude. So Jesus gave thanks as an example. How do we live in a consciousness of gratitude? How do we take it from list making and enter into the consciousness of gratitude? I see it this way. We commit to a practice, and we're going to talk more about that. And then we commit to the realization we are the blessings in the world that we are trying to find. I am. Remember that I am part. I am. We are the blessings in the world. And so what? Maybe we make some mistakes. What do we do about it? Rumi said, come back, over and over again to the practice. Jane Goodall says it this way. You cannot get through a single day without having an impact in the world around you. What you do makes a difference. And you have to decide what kind of difference you're going to make. Let me tell you a story about Irving Berlin. Irving Berlin was a singer-songwriter. And his father was a Jewish cantor. And he brought the family from Russia to New York City to avoid the persecutions. So Irvin was the last child of 6 children, and he had to work. He went out in the streets, and he was a singer, street singer. He was a street singer. Then later he became a singing waiter in Chinatown. And then as his fame increased, he started writing for films for Hollywood, and his anxiety increased. One time, he called his doctor over to his New York apartment, and he said, and he just started complaining all the things that were wrong, all the fears, all the anxieties. The doctor checked him out, and the doctor said, "Irvin, there is nothing wrong with you. Why don't you count your blessings instead of sheep?" His doctor didn't know that he just made a great impact on the world. And then Irvin picked that up and wrote a hit song in a film, White Christmas, often played in the holidays today. Counting your blessings instead of sheep. Now, if I had one of these great voices like Leah, I'd be up here singing this to you, but I don't, so I'm going to read this to you. It goes like this. When I am worried and I can't sleep, I count my blessings instead of sheep, and I fall asleep counting my blessings. When my bankroll is getting small, I remember when I had nothing at all, and I fall asleep counting my blessings. I think about a nursery, and I picture curly heads, and one by one, I count them as they slumber in their bed. If you're worried and you can't sleep, just count your blessings, and you will fall asleep counting your blessings. It's a beautiful little song. And, my mom sang it around the house. My mom sang that song around the house when I was growing up. She was just humming while she worked, doing the dishes, laundry, doing mom things. And the impact that it made on her, it just made her happy. So when I was sort of an anxious kid, and when she'd say, "Okay, it's time for bed, Karen," I go, "I'm not ready. I'm not ready for sleep." She'd go, "Karen, count your blessings instead of sheep. Lights off, closed door." So I'm sitting there wide awake. So what do? I literally started counting my blessings. You see, my bed was right under some windows, and I would pat those windows, and I would say, I really like it that I have glass in the window. I grew up in a very middle-class family in West Virginia. But just like in West Virginia, just probably like South Carolina, you don't have to go very far to find people who don't have everything that you have. So I was very careful with really thinking, I like my windows. Wow, my roof doesn't leak. I have a bed, and I don't have to share it with any other bed. My mom was a quilter. I remember my hands going around that quilt in the dark, and I would literally fall asleep in appreciation for what I had. We can be very deliberate. We can now create gratitude practices. We are able to just think about that. If you fell asleep every night, just counting your blessings, or more modern, we just say, think of the good things. Think of the good things that happened to you today, and fall asleep thinking of those. We can do that with our children. We have so much fear around parenting. We don't think that we have a strong enough influence because there's so many influences in the world. What would it be like If we had that gratitude practice where we could say, okay, you name 3 things that you're grateful for tonight, and I'll say 3 things that I'm grateful for. And we go to sleep, being aware of positive. Do you have that friend? It calls you about 9:45, and then they go, I know it's late. Okay, I know it's late, but I was watching the news, and can we talk? And then they download all their fears on you, and then they go, oh, I feel better. And you go, man, I sure don't. What if somehow we can shift that? I don't know how to do that, but somehow we could shift that. And maybe we could say, hey, I'm trying something, and maybe we can do this together. You think of 3 things that you're grateful for, and I'll think of 3 things that I'm grateful for. And let's just see if the energy shifts. That is one very, very simple gratitude practice. But if you don't like that one, Google gratitude practice. There are hundreds. Now, which one is going to give you the best results, the biggest results, the greatest result? The one you do. The one we do. You see, we already have that gratitude within us, and all we're doing is activating it. So what we're doing is taking what is already there, just like the 12 powers. Maybe gratitude is the 13th power, I don't know. But we have to activate it, and we activate it through blessings. We're blessing our seeds, our thoughts, seeing, hearing, talking, doing the good things, being the good seed that we already put in an open consciousness. I have a friend whose daughter graduated as an RN. Now she's employed, and now she enters the practice of being a nurse. I went to art school, and it was really frustrating in some ways because I was really trying to do realistic drawing, which, I don't do. But then the art teacher would come by, and then she would show me that line I was so trying to reach. And I would feel frustrated. And she'd go, no, your hand hasn't caught up with your eye. I knew what to do. I could see it. I was being trained to see shapes and forms and values. And that was the practice of an artist. A concert pianist can play to an open, closed house. Great, all these people hearing this one person. And when that person goes home the next day, they go back to playing the scales because it's the practice. The practice isn't valuable to just make lists of lists. That's not why we practice. We practice for the results. We practice for the shift of consciousness. We practice so we can realize God is I am. I am the blessing in the world that I am trying to find. It takes practice to shift that consciousness out of a bondage of feeling always worried, always something wrong. We don't know our impact. We don't know our impact on the world. But we do know we make an impact. We get to choose. We get to choose what kind of impact. Why? Why would we do that? So we can live. So we, our family, our friends, can live in the new heaven and the new earth. It is here right now. And the Gospel of Thomas talks a lot about the heaven is here. So, okay, where is heaven? Where is God? Thank you. Here. And the new heaven and the new earth, we're that one that we really want to live in, that one that doesn't scare us, it's here. The Gospel of Thomas says it's already here. We just don't see it. Why don't we see it? We're not practicing it all the time. It's just a practice. And then we beat up ourselves because we don't practice it all the time. That's just our forgiveness work. We just need to do that. We don't know what kind of impact we make in the world. But we do know our impact makes a difference. We are the seed. We are the good seed. We are the good seed in the soil of God. We are producing. And then when we get that, when we really get that, we have learned our lesson by heart. What's that mean? It means it's our identity. It's a part of us. It's within us. It is who we are. We are the good seed. Our words, our thoughts, our actions, just by the very act of recognizing. And that's what we have to do, is that awareness process, being aware of the goodness. It can be small things. That person who actually let you make a left-hand turn in Asheville, that's a miracle. Yeah, okay, you got that one. But to be appreciative, not only are you blessing them, you're blessing yourself more and more. So you'll get more people who will let you make left-hand turns. When we bless the money that we do have, what's the law of mind action say? We're going to get more of what we bless, of whatever our mind is on, that is what is going to increase. You want to increase your fears and your poverty and all that? No, we don't want to do that. And this is one way, counting your blessings, being grateful, activating that in our lives. Myrtle said she was really big with gratitude in the home. She said, if you establish a gratitude practice in the home, then as we go out and create nations, we will change the consciousness of the earth. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I love that. So as we claim our I am presence, we have a divine pride, not something ego-y, but a divine pride that we are a part of the great I am. I want to end it today with some lines from Myrtle. And this is what she says. To realize we are not alone. The power that brought you into the world sustains us now. And when you cross out of life, if you want our homes to be prosperous, we must be practical as a farmer or a gardener. We must plant the good seed. Our words are seeds which we plant in spiritual substance. When we talk about hard times, we sow the wrong seed. There are plenty available to us. Our talk about hard times does not affect spiritual substance. It does not affect God. It affects us. If we turn our thoughts, our energies, our ideas of plenty, we are bound to have plenty. We must now, however, not take our prosperity for granted. We must be deeply grateful for all the good that comes to us. We must express gratitude because gratitude serves to increase our supply. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Karen. What a wonderful setup to our May series on self-mastery, tending the garden of your mind. She didn't know that. That's right. Spirit did, absolutely.
Beautiful. Do you have a lot to be thankful for? So let's just take a moment to just allow ourselves to consider our gratitude and allow that to just rise in your being. What are you grateful for? Maybe you're just grateful. You know? It doesn't have to be over any particular thing. It's great if it is. But maybe you just have that feeling of gratitude. We're going to turn down the lights. I believe that we are in a romance with the divine. And the divine wants us to come apart for a while and just be. And that's what these Sunday mornings or celebrations are all about. Just a few moments where you can just get away from everything and let everything else go.
I don't have any sound.
Can you turn the keyboard on?
There we go. Thank you.
Thank you. Come away, my beloved. Sit with me for a while. Come away, my beloved. I'll teach you how to smile. Come away, my beloved. I am always here. Come away, my beloved. My presence is near. There is nothing I require from you. Nowhere to go, and nothing you must do. 'Cause I just want to be with you. Come away, my beloved, and let go of your fear. Come away, my beloved, let your mind be clear, let it be clear. Come away, my beloved, and listen to my voice. Come away, my beloved. Now let this be your choice. There is nothing I require from you. Nowhere to go, and nothing you must do. I just want to be with you. Oh, my beloved, sit with me for a while. My beloved, listen, my beloved. There is nothing I require from you. Nowhere to go, and nothing you must do. 'Cause I just want to be with you. Be with you. My beloved.
How very beautiful. Oh. Nothing to do and nowhere to go, and we are here together. For our meditation today, I want to do the blessing of the seeds. For all you who are energy workers, this is going to be very natural for you. For you that not quite, we'll just do it together and it'll be fine. I'd like for you to hold up your right hand. You can hold that in your lap with your right hand up. And we place in our right hand the good seed. What are you planting today? What good seed? Is it love, joy, peace, prosperity? What good seed do you want in your life in supply and abundance? And when you know what your good seed is, cover it with your left hand. Your right hand is up and your left hand is down. And we turn our minds now to our great mother, our beloved earth, and we feel our feet below the feet, all the way into the ground, as we visualize and feel the earth energy pulsing, quiet, cool, simple, stable. And that earth energy begins to rise naturally, begins to rise up our feet, our legs, our torso, and into our heart. And here we hold that beloved earth energy here in our heart. Cool, stable, in total abundance, total giving. Now we reach up to the top of our heads and visualize the top of our head and above our heads into the great solar light, to the great solar energy that's warm, life, effervescent. Bringing it down through the top of our head, to the center of our bodies, this sense of glowing luminosity. Into our heart. And here, the great solar light mixes with the beautiful earth. And this is the union of our beloveds. And just realize and feel what is available to you in your heart with these great forces of life. Now with one deep breath, we breathe them all the way out and into our hands and into this good seed that we are holding. And we allow the blessings to occur as we enter the silence. Just a moment to feel the gift that is being given to you. You personally, this gift in the silence. How grateful we are for the good seed. And now we plant it. We plant it with our intentions that it spread. This good seed spreads to all that you love, to your family, to your friends, the people that support you, to Unity of Greenville, to all the people who made this day happen, to all of those who support your spiritual consciousness. This good seed expands and grows and multiplies in total abundance. Now, even in rippling waves, it goes out through this city, through this state, through this country, feeling the blessings, planting this good seed so that we really will be the blessing in the world and reap a world we want to live in. As we take this even further than this country, we circle the globe. We circle the globe as blessing, as that life and light and love. We feel the earth in that harmony. And as if we could rise above the earth, we look down, starting to rise higher and higher, and we see this precious, precious tiny globe, this globe of light that we live in. We send her our deepest blessings as we just hear the music of all the spheres, as we're able to be the blessing of that love and light. And slowly coming down, feeling the earth, seeing a new way, coming in through all that we have blessed and seeing it as good, feeling the gratitude that we have for one another, for the center. And as you feel deeply into your body once again, you know with a deep realization that it's okay to claim your great I am, and that we are blessings in the world. And we don't have to do anything other than be the person that we already are. Thank you.
All right, let's just take this opportunity to reach and stretch and release. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Reverend Karen. That was beautiful. You are going to be a blessing that we are all counting tonight, your presence here today. Thank you so much. So, hello everybody. My name is Lisa Munoz. It's my joy today to be your platform assistant. And I just want to share with you some of the wonderful things that are happening this week. We have so many great events and activities for you. Today, we have two things going on. Right after service, the book study, Do Greater Things, about the teachings of Jesus is going to meet right here in the sanctuary. If you haven't signed up but you're interested, it's not too late. Just join us. We'll scoop you right in. And we had a wonderful discussion last week, so I invite you to think about that today. And then at 3, these amazing sounds are going to be amplified because Jeff is going to do another one of his Supersonic Sundays. And Jeff, what power are you on today? Love?
The power of love.
Power of love. How beautiful is that? That'll be amazing. So if you can stay or come back for that, Jeff is really a master with sound, and we're so delighted that he's here. On Wednesday this week at 6:30, we have game night. So come back Wednesday night for some fellowship and fun. Bring your favorite game. We have games here. Maybe bring a snack. And just give yourself some joy, some playtime. And then a week from today is going to be our community potluck. So Sunday right after service, community potluck. Do they need to sign up, Leah, or just bring whatever you like?
Just bring something to
Bring
share.
something that you love that you know others will love too, and we'll all enjoy a meal together right after the service. I'd like to welcome all of our first-timers here today. Is there someone here who came for the first time today? Now we're all, oh, there we go, wonderful. We're so glad that you're here, and thank you. We're so glad that you're here. We appreciate you being with us today. And I hope that you received a welcome packet. If you didn't, there's some on the back table. But I also want to call your attention, and for everybody, there are these new cards on the backs of the seat pockets. I think they're about every other chair. And you'll see there's a QR code right here. And so if you don't have a paper connection card, you can just use this QR code with the camera view on your phone. It'll connect you right to a form that you can fill out on your phone. And that's a great way for you to give us your contact information so we can stay in touch with you and keep you posted on all the good things happening here. There's lots of other good information on these cards too, so I invite you to take a look at them today. I haven't even had time to read it all myself, but it looks like it's chock full of wonderful things. And if you're new online, of course, we'd love for you to connect with us. Just drop your email in the chat, and then we can stay in touch with you that way as well. We have prayer chaplains here today. We have Dory. I don't know if we have another prayer chaplain. We usually have 2, but we'll give her back up later. Oh, Jean's here as well. Wonderful. So if you would like to pray with one of our amazingly devoted and committed prayer chaplains, just meet right over here in our prayer corner. They would love to celebrate gratitude with you today. If you'd like to pray in that way, or if you have a prayer need, they're there to support you as well. And of course, we all are supported by Silent Unity 24/7. So you can always reach out that way as well. And lastly, can we give a big thanks for all the volunteers that made today's service so amazing. We appreciate you. Thank you, volunteers. Wonderful.
All right, we're going to bring the lights, the house lights up slowly, so get ready, adjust your eyes for that. And at this time, we want to give everyone the opportunity to financially support the mission and vision of our Unity community here. Giving back to where you're fed and nourished is the greatest thing you can do to change yourself and the world. So we learned today that gratitude is a wonderful tool for us to use and help changing our thinking, changing our vibration, and ultimately changing our lives, yeah? It's a great piece of wisdom that everyone needs to hear, don't you think? And so when you support us, you make that happen. Thank you to all the folks that are consistent givers, and thank you to those of us who join us and support us online. You are so appreciated. So let's now affirm we have a growing spiritual community. At Unity, we always have more than we need, double and triple. That's how we grow. We claim our prosperity. Our loving source abundantly provides the highest good in all of our lives. We claim divine love and all good grace. We behold the Christ in every face. Time after time and day after day, we declare and decree our ever-expanding prosperity. Money for our mission, Money for our vision comes to us easily, effortlessly, and continuously. We feel it in our heart and see it in our minds. The manifestation arrives always on time. We are grateful. So let's say this together. I matter and I make a difference.
I matter and I make a difference.
And now let's say our affirmation together as the ushers come forward. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all I receive, and all that I am. And I believe Jeff is going to share some great spontaneous music with us.
All right. Thank you, thank you.
I think Jeff sets a challenge for himself every time he does this to see how many different instruments he can play at once.
Definitely a challenge.
Phenomenal, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for being here today. We really appreciate it. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your love that you share with the world, because you are making a difference, right? Everywhere that you go, whatever you do, you're making a difference. So take this message of gratitude and practice, practice, practice. You'll change your vibration. You'll change the world, and can't get any better than that, right? Yeah. Let's all stand together. So there is something that I want to share with you this morning. One of our beloved members, Bob Sims, passed away yesterday morning. And so we ask that you keep the family and friends in your thoughts and your prayers as far as services and so forth that will be happening. We'll keep everyone updated. But hold his family in your heart. And we know that Bob has lived a good, long life, and what a beautiful example of this Christ consciousness that he is, because he still is. And he's probably here with us right now. So Thank you, Bob. All right. Let's say together our affirmation. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Take care of yourself. Have a great week.